Today, we'll join a huge crowd of people following Jesus, who was changing everything. We need to pack some things to make the journey to visit Jesus. Imagine you have a small bag that you will take with you. What will you bring? Let's fill our bags together. So, we don't have much. Let's bring, some bread, maybe a coin or two, and a cloth in case it gets cold. You see, life was extremely difficult for many of the people who followed Jesus. A small group of wealthy people with lots of money, land, and honor, controlled almost everything. Money and land were some of the most powerful things a person could have in Jesus' time. Another important thing was honor. To have honor meant to have people's respect and to belong. This same small group of people made decisions in their government, which helped them get more money, land, and honor. Those decisions also made life harder and poorer for others by taking money, land, and honor away from them. This is called an oppressive system. And Jesus could not wait to show people how backward that all was. And so Jesus began to help them by healing people of all kinds of sickness and telling them about God's kingdom. You can think of a kingdom as the way the world is set up or how it works, generally under a king. After healing so many people's hurts and pains, Jesus cared for them in another way. He brought them up on a mountain and sat down to teach them and began healing their hearts, souls, and minds. We need to join Jesus on the mountain. We will have to hike. Hiking and climbing require a lot of energy. Let's take our bread out of our packs and eat it. You see, hiking and climbing also require hydration. Let's stop by the river and get a drink. Today, we will hike by doing some marching. If you can march in place, count to 20 and march in place 20 times. If you cannot march in place, use your fingers to march like this. All right, are you ready to hike together? Let's go. Whew. We made it. On the mountain, Jesus gathered people all around them and told them that God wants everyone to have all they need and no one to be harmed or oppressed. In God's kingdom, there is abundance, which means more than enough food, money, love, and resources for every child of God to thrive. When there's enough for everyone, no one needs to fight or oppress anyone else. Everything that Jesus taught was about breaking down hurtful and oppressive systems and building up God's kingdom of abundance instead. Jesus listed 9 ways that people are blessed. And to be blessed meant to be happy in the fullest. People often thought that happiness happened because, good things happened to them. Their situation was good or their circumstances. You know, yeah. And a lot of people still think that today. But you see, the kind of people that Jesus described as blessed or happy seemed strange. You see, Jesus said, happy or blessed people are those who you might not usually think of, and that they might actually be unlucky or having lots of trouble. Jesus's topsy-turvy teaching showed them that they are loved, that they are special, and that they are not alone. He encouraged them to see this in one another too. You see, Jesus blessed people through his actions and words, and he gave them hope. Before we transition to our next activity, I want to bless you. You know, a blessing is something you receive. So open your hands like you're gonna get a present and be ready to receive a gift. I will speak a blessing, and if you receive it, take the blessing and put it in your heart. You are blessed. There is more than enough love for you here today in God's kingdom.